Hello Collective, this is Tam from Artemis Oracle. I wanted to do an energy check-in for, let's see, I want to go into, I was with the Tangled Love deck, but I want to go into the Energy Oracle, and then we could go into the Tangled Love deck. I did bring my Lenormand cards with me. So let's see, what's the current energy for the collective? Today is Friday, the 1010 portal. Goddess of the Moon, 52. That's the energy. Let me get the book so we can read it really quickly. 52. I hope you're all having a great day so far, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this video. If this reading resonates with you at any point, please like, share, and subscribe. Also leave a comment so I can know that it is resonating with someone out there. So Goddess of the Moon, intuition, going within. This card shows an internal spirit holding the bright, reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The Goddess of the Moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. So it's perfect for the 1010 portal. Okay. So this is all about using your intuition, allowing the ideas, the information, inspiration that you receive to guide you. We're like currently in a waning gibbous moon because we had the full moon on Monday and Tuesday in Aries. So Aries is an action-oriented sign, you know, it's the initiator of the zodiac. So let's see how this applies to, let me go, I don't know, for some reason, I kind of want to go to the Tangled Love deck, but then I want to go into the Lenormand deck so we can see what else we can get. Can we get cards for the collective that this resonates with? A card flipped. 21, Mountain. So mountains are about obstacles. There's something that you really need to be prepared for. It could be a long battle. It could be it could just be an obstacle that comes your way. 21 may be significant to you. The number 21 reduces down to 3, and 52 in the Moon Goddess card reduces down to a 7, which we've been seeing in my readings lately. The number 7 has been prevalent. 21, the Mountain. The message is you're going to need patience and also courage when facing the ice mountain. Everything is completely blocked and frozen for now, or paralyzed for now, excuse me. Relentlessness would here lead you to exhaustion and despair. Wait for more propitious. I never heard that word, propitious times. Okay, I don't know that word. I'm gonna pause. I know what the word means, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Propitious, let me see. Propitious. Giving or indicating a good chance of success or favorable, right? But is it propitious? Propitious? Okay. Yeah, so a propitious time, a more propitious time. So waiting for a time where you have the likelihood of things to be successful, more successful, or propitious. Okay, let's see. Propitious time. Now we're going to go into the Tangled Love. It's interesting. Obstacles. Intuition. Okay. Distractions. Came out with Tangled Love. Options, always busy, wandering guy, kept you waiting. Anything else? Soul searching, inner work, deeper meaning, spiritual path. It's about going inward. Trusting your intuition. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Okay, anything else? One more shuffle. Nothing else came out. Let me look at the bottom of the deck. No contact. Ooh. No contact. Block, separation, disagreement, silent treatment. Okay. Interesting. We have the Mountain card. Mountains are the biggest blocks, cock blocks in love. You know? Okay. Distractions. All right. So some of you, okay, you're really going to have to follow your intuition, you know? And I think it's very important to know how your intuition speaks to you, because it's, I know people say it's their gut feeling. I know for me, when it's something negative, I could feel it in my gut. But sometimes I get random thoughts in my mind, you know? And when I get those, and then it doesn't really, it's like, oh, I understand. Okay, thank you for sharing that. It's something like that. It's not like it makes me feel bad or anything. Like it's my ego trying to put me down or try to dissuade me for something. So, you know, like if you have like thoughts and then they make you sad, they hurt you, then you know that's your ego. But with your intuition, for me, it's more like I get a message and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It gives me clarity, but there's no like emotion attached to it. So with your intuition, there is no emotion attached to it. So however you feel, everybody's different, you know, it depends on the circumstance. Like if you're in a certain environment, you can feel it out with your body. You may feel like sensations in your gut. Like for me, if I don't feel safe, I feel it in my gut area. If I feel like I'm not safe or there's a lot of negativity, negative energy, or if someone is negative, I feel it in my gut. It makes me want to use the bathroom. I call it the anxious. I'm just giving you ideas because everybody's different. Everybody experiences their intuitive nudges different than other people, you know. But what I learned through experience and through confirmation is that if I receive a random thought that doesn't cause me to have an emotional reaction to it, and it's like a fact, like it's given to me factually, then I know that's my intuition talking to me. So some of you really need to trust your intuition. And I'm sorry I went on that. I'm going to put a timestamp so you could just like skip the whole intuition talk. But, you know, there may be certain obstacles, distractions that may be coming up in your relationship, right? Or a relationship that you were in where you're currently in no contact. The obstacles could be certain distractions. It could be other people. It could be work. It could be, you know, family life, like family responsibilities, you know, stuff like that, right? But options always busy, wandering eye kept you waiting, you know? So the other one's soul searching. It's like during this time, it's like important for you to really go within. You know, yes, you're in a no contact situation, but usually during those no contacts, that's when your intuition, where you're not as distracted by someone else's energy, someone else's emotions, someone else's baggage. If they have baggage, you know, you're able to see things clearly. You're more able to feel things more clearly, you know, and I know that's a weird thing to say, feel things clearly, but it's more like you don't have the stimuli that causes a certain reaction, you know, within you. So that gives you the time apart from the person, the no contact, that allows you to go within and really reflect on the relationship, reflect on yourself, right? But also like reflect on what path you want to take. You know, and it also allows you to reconnect or connect with your spirituality, you know, with you connecting with your higher self and your intuition, right? Because you don't have the distraction of the other person, right? Okay, so let me see. When I was thinking about cards that I wanted to take out today, I want to see what's at the bottom of the Lenormand deck. Ooh, 7. 7, snake. Okay, so if some of you are getting like an inkling about someone being like very deceitful or toxic, then definitely follow your gut. Look at the information, look at behavior, look at what they said. Does it match what they've said in the past? Are they contradicting themselves in any way? Or it could be some external blockage, you know, some external party. You know, it could be someone, it could be in a toxic environment and it's getting in the way of, it's basically, you know, interfering in some way. You know, it does interfere with your energy, you know, it interferes with your morale. It interferes with even, depending on where the toxicity occurs, it interferes with how you feel in a place that is toxic, you know? Like, do you feel safe? Do you feel insecure? Do you feel like you have to keep your guard up? And that could be a distraction itself, you know? But let's see, what is this